It's tough to hear, but sometimes our dogs might not love us quite as much as we imagine. While it may seem like they adore you, the reality could be that they're simply tolerating your presence. Curious if that's the case with your pup? Stick around, because I'm about to reveal 10 unexpected signs that your dog might not be as attached to you as you think. But don't worry. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards strengthening your bond. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and join our amazing dog-loving community. All right, now that you're all set, let's jump right into it and see what signs to look out for. 1. Your dog runs away when you enter the room. If your dog tends to leave the room whenever you walk in, it could be a sign that they're not entirely comfortable or feeling secure around you. Just like we avoid people who make us uneasy, dogs naturally distance themselves when something doesn't feel right. It's their way of saying, "I need some space." However, don't jump to conclusions too quickly. This behavior might also indicate that your dog isn't feeling well. If it happens frequently, it's a good idea to consult your vet for a checkup. 2. They can't fully relax in your presence. Take a close look at how your dog behaves when they're sleeping near you. It can reveal a lot about their comfort level. Sleep is one of the most vulnerable moments for a dog. If your furry friend feels secure and content, you'll often catch them snoozing on their side or even sprawled out on their back, belly exposed. That's a surefire sign of trust in their surroundings and the people they're with. But if your dog stays stiff, avoids lying on their side, or keeps their belly hidden when you're nearby, it could mean they're feeling uneasy or unsure. Some dogs might even keep their head lifted or their eyes wide open, ready to respond at any moment. 3. They avoid eye contact. A dog's eyes say a lot. They can express love, curiosity, and even a little clever manipulation when they're after something. But if your dog avoids meeting your gaze and turns away whenever you try to make eye contact, it's a strong indication that something might be off in your relationship. Dogs often avoid eye contact as a way to diffuse tension and avoid potential conflicts. If your pup is doing this, it could mean they're not entirely comfortable or haven't built enough trust with you yet. Recognizing this behavior is essential. It's your cue to work on improving how you interact with your furry friend and building a stronger bond. 4. They ignore your commands. Here's an important thing to remember. Training a dog isn't just about teaching them to follow commands. It's about creating a bond built on trust and mutual respect. If your dog starts ignoring your instructions, it's a sign that something might be off in your relationship. A dog's willingness to listen stems from a strong, healthy connection with their owner. When that bond weakens, you may notice them becoming indifferent or even deliberately ignoring you. This behavior is especially common with rescue dogs who are still adjusting to a new environment. If this sounds familiar, prioritize spending quality time with your dog. Simply being present and making them feel loved and secure can work wonders. With patience and consistency, you can rebuild that trust and see significant improvements. 5. They don't want your treats. Dogs are naturally food-driven and rarely say no to a tasty snack, especially when it's offered by someone they care about. So if your dog starts ignoring the treats you offer, it's a red flag worth investigating. This behavior often shows up in situations where a dog associates a person with stress or discomfort, like at the vet's office. For example, after receiving a shot, many dogs will refuse treats from the vet because of the negative association. If your dog rejects treats from you, start by seeing if they'll accept food from someone else. If they eagerly take snacks from others but consistently turn down yours, it could mean they're feeling uneasy around you. However, if your dog is refusing treats from everyone, this might signal an underlying health issue, and a prompt visit to the vet is essential. 6. They prefer someone else's company. It can be tough to admit, but dogs, like people, sometimes have their favorites. If your pup seems to gravitate towards someone else in the household and consistently chooses their company over yours, it's worth considering why. If your dog happily snuggles up with someone else, but never happens with you, it's a sign to make you worry. Are you respecting their boundaries? Are you petting them in a way they genuinely enjoy? Even small changes in how you engage with your dog can make a big difference in strengthening your connection. 7. They refuse to sleep in your room. One of the most telling signs that you're your dog's favorite person is their desire to sleep in your room, or even better, right on your bed. As descendants of wolves, dogs have an instinctive need for companionship and the security of their pack. In your home, you are their pack leader. So, if your dog doesn't even try to sleep in the same room as you, it's worth reflecting on the bond you share. While some dogs have independent personalities and may prefer their own space, the majority of dogs feel safer and more secure when they're near their owner at night. If your dog consistently chooses to stay away from your room, take note of other behaviors on this list. It might indicate that your relationship could use some strengthening. 8. They wag their tail to the left when they see you. Did you know that the direction your dog wags their tail can reveal a lot about their emotions? Here's something interesting. If your dog's tail tends to tilt more to the left when you're around, it could be a red flag. Research has shown that this specific tail movement can indicate feelings of fear, anxiety, or distrust. This behavior is often seen when dogs feel uncertain or when they're in the presence of someone they perceive as overly dominant or unfamiliar. On the other hand, if their tail wags to the right, it usually signifies happiness, affection, and calmness. Paying attention to subtle cues like this can give you a deeper understanding of your dog's emotional state and help you build a stronger, more trusting bond. 9. They don't wag their tail when you approach them. If your dog wagging their tail to the left is a concern, then not wagging it at all when they see you is even more worrying. A dog's tail is like an emotional thermometer, reflecting how they feel. A dog that loves and feels comfortable with you will typically wag their tail enthusiastically when you enter the room. So, if your dog's tail remains completely still when they see you, it could be a sign that something's not right. A lack of tail movement might indicate that your dog feels nervous, uncomfortable, or even scared around you. Let's dive into the final sign, one that can be tough to accept, but is often the most revealing. 10. They don't want you to touch them. Petting your dog isn't just a way to show affection. It also helps to strengthen your bond and reduce stress for both of you. So, if your dog consistently moves away or avoids your touch, it's a clear indication that something's off in your relationship. While this can be hard to accept, don't take it personally. Instead, use it as an opportunity to improve your connection with your furry friend. When a dog avoids being touched, it usually means they're feeling anxious or stressed. But the good news is that earning your dog's trust and affection is often easier than you might think. The key is to never force the relationship. Give your dog the space they need and allow them to feel safe at their own pace. Stick to your regular routines and let the bond grow naturally. Over time, you'll see your dog approach you more as they start to feel comfortable. Make sure to avoid sudden movements or anything that might startle them. You can also create positive associations with your presence by taking them on enjoyable walks or playing with their favorite toy. Remember, recognizing these signs is the first step to turning things around. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for more useful info, check out our other videos on dogs and other pets. Don't forget to like and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you next time.